guys, welcome back to Muscle Rod Shop. So today, it looks like this. Everything's all put together, just about. We still got a fender left, obviously, you know, big fender. But I'm gonna start out the video and show you guys this shot right here, because we are going to go back in time about, probably about a week or so, and show you the entire installation of the transfer case, which, by the way, is beautiful, and it's in. So you can see that giant chunk of aluminum right up in there. It looks good. Everything's done under here, and I'm gonna go back and show you that entire installation pretty soon here. But as for right now, I wanna show you this shot just because it looks so good. All right, let's take a measurement from here to here just to make damn sure. It's 52 3/4 right to that flange. Right to the flange. Go to the center. Bottom to the center is right at 52 1/2. So 52 3/4. 52 1/2. Damn. What was it? 52 3/4, 52 1/2. All right, good. So there you go, it's in and installed. It's just not sealed up or anything like that yet. So I haven't put these in yet because we still need to take this thing back off. It's only in there right now so that we can get the bracket made. That's what these holes right here are for. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm guessing they put this on here for a T-case bracket, but if not, okay, but that's what we're gonna use it for. So we're gonna have a bracket coming off of this, and then a mount made right here with an isolator on it, just so that this thing's not hanging off that far off of the last mount. That's a lot of weight to be sitting in the air like that. So I know factory ones are like that, but in this case, we're gonna go ahead and make a bracket. That's what this bar is for anyways. So the other thing is, this case is 3 inches shorter than the factory T-case. You see from here to here, the factory one has a big, you know, housing on the back, like this. See the big housing? It's huge. So that case over there is like from here to here. Yeah. Which also means that our drive shaft is now too short. The one that we had made for the Cletus and Cars thing, but I'm gonna get the axle back in, take another drive shaft measurement, and figure that out. I got Ben here helping me now, and we are putting all the bracketry on. You see it comes with all the stuff. This is for the cables, and this will pull out. This is the shifter, so going high, low, and whatnot, but it's looking pretty good so far. And we got all this left here, and that's what we're gonna do right now, Ben and I. All right, it's on. And we got some boots that also came with the whole thing. This all came as a kit with the Hero case, and these will go up through the floor, as you can see. Sit kind of like that. Probably somewhere in here. Hopefully if I can get those cables to wrap around that far, but these things are pretty tight. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. We'll just go ahead and stick it up in the dash. Yeah, it'll go in the dash.
I like it.
It also came with some knobs, some shift knobs. Pretty cool little pieces. So I think we're gonna have these etched on the top, high and low, whatnot. And it comes with shifters. Get the whole kit. Nice stuff. So overall, that's what we got. Pretty cool setup. Pretty heavy duty lines. You can see. It's good stuff. Really good stuff. And the whole bracketry, all the bracketry system set up. Then we'll go adjust the stuff when it's time to go. We can easily get up in there from down here or over here. And then next up is that bracket. I'm gonna make that right now. Ooh, Duncan. Damn. That looks pretty good.
Looks real good.
You know what? This one's got, that one looks like it's got more bend.
It might have more bend in it. This one might sit over here.
Yeah. I don't know. But either way, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Looks nice.
I think what we're gonna do is, wait, I already said that part. Oh, you know what? Actually, what we can do on this is put a pistol grip shifter on it.
That'd be pretty cool.
You know that sounds awesome. What do you think, Mason?
I think that's a genius idea.
Yeah, it is. 2 pistol grip shifters on that. Done. It's happening. This sketch is from, let's see, the view is from about like right here. No, probably somewhere further down, like right here. But either way, this is a crossmember bar. This right here is a little bracket. Okay, and that bracket is welded onto this bar. It's only like that deep. The point is, I need an isolator under here, and I want the weight of the transfer case, if it needs to, is sitting on this bracket that's, you know, this bracket here. So this bracket all the way around, back up, that stuff. That bracket is, for one, kind of like a skid plate for the bottom of the transfer case. So you can see all these holes here. It's got a hole drilled. It's, I mean, not drilled, but tapped all the way around. There's like 5 bolt holes there. And on this side, it's got 1, 2, there's 3 at the bottom, so 4 altogether on the back, I think. So I want that cover just to sit up on this whole thing, protecting that entire bottom section of the transfer case. All right, so we're all done with the brackets. Well, the first part of our brackets, that's what this is. So I still need to make the other pieces that connect these two. It's gonna be like that wide. But there's those. This one will sit right here. It'll bolt up just like that. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then I'm gonna connect from here to here, because this is the one that goes on the back side like that. All right, so I got the plates welded on. You can see there. And a couple here, put a couple big holes in it. But you can see what I was talking about. That's how it looks. Okay. And that is this thing here, aside from the holes in the wrong spot, but you can kind of see that. Now I'm gonna take that plate out and then weld it all up, get it ground down, and then come back and make these brackets. That's gonna be the tricky one. Dang, look how that thing looks. That's crazy. That is one heavy duty piece. There is a fresh coat of black base coat. It has a hardener in it, so it'll be a little bit more durable. It came out a little bit too shiny. I really don't care for that because there is zero body work on this car. A lot of parts haven't even been dollied out properly, so you can still see a lot of imperfections, but you know, it's pretty cool. You can see there's a seam here, you know, but it gives it character. And in the back, what's up, Joey?
What up, dog?
So in the back, Joey is going to put this piece on. And I think we're gonna end up going black with it, but I kind of want to go a dark argent silver and then get the Cummins thing painted black.
What do you think? This?
I think that looks pretty good.
I think so too.
Actually, that does look good. I gotta figure out where they went. We got a couple CUDAs here that we're gonna look at where you place those. Of course, this is huge, I think, compared to the
original one?
Yeah. Well, Obviously the C is
Yeah.
massive, but this might be about the same size. It's missing a comma or what, apostrophe, not a comma.
Is it a apostrophe?
Yeah, I think it's an apostrophe. it's missing something over there, but we're not gonna really worry about that. We're gonna get that put on, just two-sided sticky tape, just in case Matt wants to rip it off, you can. The other things is, you know, we didn't have time to come and finish all the welding and stuff that needs to be done to have these fenders actually unbolt. That's about how it looks in the back. Yeah, it looks really weird with singles in the rear end. But look back here, everything is really nice and everything's hooked up except for that fuel line, but the brake lines are good. Everything's tightened down and ready to go. The things that are not done and won't be done until it comes back, and yes, it's coming back. So I had a lot of comments about, is this thing getting painted before it leaves and all that? No, it's gonna go exactly like this. If you remember the Cletus and Cars videos, we kind of got it to this point, nowhere near this point, but it kind of looked like this, so that it can go. We're doing the same thing so that Matt can take it, the owner, and play with it. I guess is a good word for it, but you know, whatever's gonna happen, happens. And then it'll come back and it'll go into paint and body. But at least everything else is done. So as you can see, we got the fender is not bolted on yet. It's just kind of flopping around in there, but did put the gills in. So that's what the factory gills look like on the side of the CUDA. Now we'll have these still in the final edition of this car, except all this will be cut out on the inside and the exhaust is actually flowing out of here from here. So this will go up and split into two and be evenly distributed to that fender and this fender. And things like the antenna hole probably won't be there, you know, little things like that, but looks very cool. Mirrors, fenders, all that stuff. So got our big spacers ready to go for the other wheels. And yeah, I think that's a spot.
I think so too. It looks good.
It really does. So you can see also the tank, the gas tank got painted black. It's all nice now. That piece got moved. This was sticking out going to this hole. Now it's going up through here and his license plate will open up and it's finally where it goes. We're getting the shifter mounted for the transfer case, and also the shifter for the transmission is gonna go right about here. The gauges are gonna be put in next. Engine is good to go. Charge pipes are good. The intercooler got painted black, which I'm kind of digging that. It looks really good. Intercooler is black and done. Brand new bolts everywhere. Undercoated that, which is pretty cool. Firewall, everything got painted black. New master cylinder came in. Works really good with the Hydro Boost. So all that stuff's good to go. All this still has to be configured and stuffed up in a little pocket. We got some ugly seats for it, but maybe we can find some seat covers pretty soon. I think maybe AutoZone or somebody has, so I have no idea, but those are the seats that are gonna go in it. It is what it is. And the back seats actually look exactly the same. I think other than that, we do still have to build a roll cage. So that is the very last thing that we have, is building a roll cage until it goes home. So in here in the booth, we have the other fender that got shot, and then of course the grill. And I think we're gonna go ahead and put all the chrome back on this too. So Joey here used to actually work for us, and he's a painter, and we're trying to get him to come back, but I don't think he wants to. He'll come back eventually. His buddy's coming by here in a couple minutes with a 2021 Vet, those mid-engine cars, and we're gonna take a look at it. Man, that thing is bright. What color is this actually?
Adrenaline yellow.
God, that looks good. Oh, I didn't even know these were open.
Yeah.
They got heat extractors.
Help me paint the cover.
That's crazy. That's carbon fiber. Oh, it's bad.
The button on just like a regular mirror.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah, like flip it. That right there turns the camera on and off.
Oh, what? So you can turn the reverse camera on. Oh my God, that is crazy. So that becomes a regular mirror, and then that's your backup camera. And that's coming out of this right here on the top of the car. That's something we're gonna have to integrate into these cars for sure. I like that.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would.
To do those like on the somewhere, maybe like behind the glass where you can't.
I mean, we
see
can
it.
even make something like that on the roof of some of the cars too. That's perfect. Dig
Yeah,
it?
it has all kinds of weird shit.
I bet. This thing's just nuts.
So the different models, you can push the button, and that right there helps you park in the front without hitting the curb.
Oh, so you don't hit the splitter?
Yeah.
It's got cameras everywhere. Well, if I sell my truck and maybe a motorcycle, some go-karts, and Matt's CUDA, I can afford a vet. And I also have a video coming up on this Challenger right here that just got shot. The entire paint process on this car, really cool video. It's mostly a time lapse. You can see just how detailed this thing is. Really cool paint scheme that came out. It's really awesome. In the back, put some supercharged stuff back in there because this is a Hellcat powered car. And back here, the Challenger logo. And it's got a solid stripe all the way to the front. And then all these cars. But we're not even gonna go there yet, but custom made hood. And it's just super cool. So next episode we have coming up on the CUDA itself is going to be when it leaves. So I think I'm gonna film doing the roll cage, and then once the roll cage is done, get it running again, because we gotta go through that whole entire process, and then it goes to Holden Brothers Diesel to get tuned up and ready to go. So Holden Brothers, by the way, has a YouTube. It's Holden Brothers Diesel. They're doing the Mustang for Matt also. He has a Power Stroke powered 66-ish truck looking Mustang. You got to check it out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.